Today on 20th October, a billionaire wants you. Archangel Michael says, this person wants you and only you, and when you hear the reason, you'll blush. You have 5 minutes before he changes his mind. Today on 20th October, listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal will leave your heart racing. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a message that is unlike anything you've heard before. A billionaire has turned his eyes toward you. Yes, you. Not the crowd, not the noise, not anyone else, only you. And Michael says this person's desire is not for your money, not for your status, not for your image, but for the essence of who you truly are. Stay with me till the very end, because when you hear the reason, you will blush in a way you've never blushed before. You have only 5 minutes before he changes his mind, and every second is golden. Imagine someone with all the wealth in the world, all the choices life could ever offer, all the doors already open, and yet his heart chooses you. Do you understand how rare this is? Archangel Michael whispers that it is not chance. It is destiny. You are carrying a light inside you that even money cannot buy. And when he saw it, he could not look away. Stay with me, because this is the moment your story bends towards something extraordinary. You are being wanted not for what the world sees, but for the fire in your spirit, the beauty in your soul, the quiet strength that makes you unforgettable. Michael says the reason he wants you is simple but powerful, because no one else could ever take your place. In a billion faces, yours stands out as the one that carries the mark of grace. The clock is ticking. 5 minutes, that's all it takes for opportunities like this to appear and disappear. And Archangel Michael is urging you not to doubt this. The universe has aligned this moment for you because your presence carries something magnetic, something divine, something that even the richest man cannot resist. Hold on and stay with me, because this message was not sent by chance, it was carved in the script of heaven. And when you hear the reason he wants you, you'll understand why Archangel Michael is pressing this so urgently. He wants you because your love is pure. Your loyalty is rare. Your presence brings peace where there was chaos. And your laughter? It has the power to heal. These are treasures no billionaire can buy. That's why he wants you, and only you. So do not scroll, do not skip. Stay until the last word, because this moment will not repeat itself. Today on October 20th, a billionaire wants you. And when you finally hear his heart, you'll blush, not because of flattery, but because deep down you'll realize, Archangel Michael was right all along. You are chosen. You are rare. You are wanted beyond measure. Stay tuned, because this is your time, your season, your divine confirmation. Stay right here and do not move away, because Archangel Michael says the story is only beginning. The message from heaven is not about riches, not about possessions, it is about the power of being wanted, truly wanted, for who you are. Imagine this, in a world full of noise, out of millions of people, one powerful soul has chosen to focus only on you. And the reason will surprise you. Stay with me till the end, because the truth is deeper than the surface. Michael reveals that this billionaire saw something in you that even you may not have noticed. It wasn't your appearance, it wasn't your background, it wasn't what others see. It was your spirit. A light that shines through your words, your energy, your heart. And when he saw it, he felt something no amount of wealth could ever give him, peace. Do you understand? You carry a presence that calms storms. That's why he cannot turn away from you. Hold on, because Michael insists you must hear this carefully. The reason he wants you is because your soul carries rarity. It's the kind of rarity that cannot be traded, cannot be stolen, cannot be manufactured. You carry honesty in a world full of masks. You carry purity in a world that has forgotten how to love without conditions. You carry a glow that even money bows down to. That's why he chose you. Stay till the end because the clock is still ticking, and this moment is passing quickly. Michael says you have 5 minutes before his mind shifts, but these 5 minutes are not about fear, they are about alignment. If you hear this message now, it means destiny is pulling you closer to the truth. You are the answer to a prayer he whispered. You are the chapter his life was waiting to open. And here is the part that will make your heart race. Archangel Michael shows that when he speaks your name, even in silence, there is a blush on his lips because your energy makes him feel alive again. He wants you, not because of what you own, but because of how you make him feel, human, real, loved. That is a treasure more valuable than any empire. So stay right here until the very last word, because Archangel Michael says this is the moment you must not skip. Today on October 20th, your presence has been requested by someone who could have chosen anyone, but chose you. And when you realize the depth of this, you will know, heaven had already written your name into this moment long before today. Hold on, stay with me, because what comes next will take this story even higher. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the deeper truth is only now being revealed. The reason this billionaire wants you will not only surprise you, it will make your heart beat faster. He has everything that money can buy, yet he is still empty. Surrounded by gold, yet longing for something priceless. And the priceless treasure he sees, is you. Michael whispers that when he first felt your energy, it was like finding water in a desert. You may not even realize it, but your presence carries healing. Your smile softens the hardest heart. Your voice carries comfort that even the wealthiest man cannot purchase. That is why he wants you, because you bring what no empire can, peace of soul. Hold on and stay with me, because this is not just a random attraction. Michael shows it is written in heaven's design. Today, October 20th, is marked as a turning point. You are being seen as rare. Out of countless people, you are chosen, and not because of wealth, status, or power, but because your spirit carries what his world has been missing. The reason you will blush when you hear this is because it's not about wealth at all, it's about your ability to make him feel alive. You awaken the child within him who was once lost in the shadows of ambition. You remind him of love before money, joy before fame, truth before power. That is why Archangel Michael is pressing you not to scroll away. This is your moment to realize that your worth is not measured in numbers, but in the light you carry. Imagine this, a man with endless choices, yet when your name is whispered in the heavens, he cannot look anywhere else. That is not coincidence, it is divine confirmation. And Michael says you must hear this with faith, he wants you and only you because heaven placed a seal on your heart that no one else carries. So stay right here, because what unfolds next will lift this revelation even higher. The story has just begun, and the reason behind it will not only make you blush, it will make you believe. Do not move away, because Archangel Michael says the reason is about to unfold even deeper, and if you miss this, you will never understand why today is unlike any other day. This billionaire could stand in any room, surrounded by beauty, fame, and power, yet his eyes search only for you. Why? Because you carry something the world cannot duplicate. Michael reveals that the rarest jewel on earth is not diamonds, not gold, not treasures, it is a pure heart. And you, yes you, are carrying that rarest jewel. That is why he wants you. When you speak, your words feel like light pouring into his empty spaces. When you enter a moment, even silently, it feels like heaven itself walked in. Do you see why Archangel Michael says his soul has locked onto you? Hold on and stay with me, because this is not about romance alone, it is about recognition. He recognizes in you the destiny partner he never thought he would find. He sees in you a truth that has been missing in his world. All the contracts, all the luxury, all the empires, none of them ever gave him the feeling he receives when he simply imagines your presence. That is why he cannot let go. Michael says the blush you feel is not embarrassment, it is heaven confirming that you are chosen. You are rare. You are irreplaceable. And today, October 20th, heaven has aligned the clock to show you that your worth was never hidden. It is shining now, so brightly, that even the wealthiest heart on earth has been drawn to you. Stay with me till the end, because the story is not done. Michael shows me that this is not a chase, it is a destiny already written. You are not standing at the edge of chance, you are standing inside a divine appointment. That is why he wants you, and only you. And hear this clearly, he could have chosen anyone, but no one carries the signature of grace that you carry. You are the only one who can bring him back to life in ways money never could. That is why Archangel Michael says this moment is sacred. So do not scroll away, do not skip, because what comes next will take this revelation into the highest place, it will show you the very reason heaven brought this to you today. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the most powerful part of this message is arriving now. You have heard that he wants you, you have felt the pull, but now you must understand the reason heaven sealed your name into this story. Today, October 20th, your life intersects with something divine. This is not random. This is alignment. Michael shows that when this billionaire looked at you, even from a distance, he did not just see a person. He saw a mirror of everything his soul had been crying out for. He saw truth in a world of illusions. He saw light in a world of shadows. He saw love in a world that often trades it for gain. That is why Archangel Michael says he cannot ignore you, because your spirit carries what no treasure chest can hold. Hold on and stay with me, because here comes the part that will make your heart burn with realization. The reason he wants you is because you awaken the side of him that was asleep. You make him remember that beneath the billions, beneath the business, beneath the titles, there is still a man who longs for something real. And Michael says only you can bring that realness alive again. Stay until the end, because heaven marked this moment with precision. Archangel Michael says he has circled your name in light, making it impossible for this connection to be overlooked. You are the one chosen not by money, but by destiny. You are the one written into his story as the turning point. Do you understand how rare this is? When he says your name, his heart skips, because your energy carries innocence yet power, simplicity yet depth, beauty yet strength. It is not something that can be bought, bargained, or borrowed, it is yours alone. And that is why, when you finally hear his heart, you will blush, not from surprise, but from the weight of knowing you were the one all along. Michael says this is the moment to stay still and listen. Do not look away, do not scroll away, because the next part of this message will reveal the deeper secret, why heaven itself orchestrated this meeting, and what it means for the path of your life. Do not look away, because Archangel Michael says the secret is now unfolding. You have heard that he wants you, you have felt why his heart turns only toward you, but now heaven reveals the deeper reason why destiny has written this moment for you. Today, October 20th, is not ordinary, it is a chapter that was already etched in light long before you knew it. Michael whispers that when he looks at you, he doesn't just see beauty, he sees legacy. He sees a soul marked with grace, carrying wisdom that no money can purchase. He sees someone who can walk beside him not as a shadow, but as a flame, equal in strength, equal in vision, equal in heart. That is why he wants you. Because what you carry cannot be replicated, and without you, his empire feels incomplete. Hold on and stay with me, because the truth goes even further. Archangel Michael reveals that heaven itself stirred his heart toward you, because the light inside you was meant to be recognized. Your love, your patience, your quiet resilience, these are treasures the universe itself protects. And that is why, out of countless choices, his soul knows, only you. Think about this, someone with the entire world in his hands is still restless until he touches the one thing money cannot buy, your spirit. That is what makes you blush, not because of flattery, but because it feels unbelievable that in all his abundance, he finds himself longing only for the simplicity of your presence. Yet Michael says this is real. It is divine. Stay until the very end, because heaven's script is only halfway written. Michael declares that the reason you are hearing this today is so you will not doubt your worth another moment. You are wanted not by accident, but by divine appointment. And the clock is still ticking, 5 minutes that feel like eternity in heaven's eyes, yet urgent in yours. Do not scroll away, because what comes next will reveal the moment heaven sealed your name with his, and why this union carries a destiny larger than the two of you. Stay right here. Because Archangel Michael says the seal of heaven is about to be revealed, and this is the part you cannot afford to miss. You have heard that he wants you, you have heard why his heart chooses only you, but now Michael shows the moment heaven joined your name with his destiny. Michael whispers that long before today, before this billionaire ever knew your face, your name was written in a place no hand could erase. A scroll in the heavens carried your name, and beside it, his. Not for money, not for gain, but for purpose. You were always meant to be a spark in his world, the reason his soul would awaken. That is why, when he finally saw you, his spirit recognized what his eyes were only just discovering. Hold on and stay with me, because this part is powerful. Michael says he wants you and only you, because heaven sealed it that way. No substitute, no replacement, no second choice. You were chosen to carry something that makes him whole. Your compassion. Your laughter. Your ability to stand strong in storms and still shine like light. These are qualities even the richest man cannot command, but they flow freely from you. That is why his soul bows in your direction. And here is the part that will make your heart race. Michael shows me that the seal was placed over your life the moment you survived what should have broken you. That resilience, that quiet courage, is what drew him without him even knowing why. He feels peace in your presence because you carry victory in your spirit. That victory is the crown heaven placed on you. Stay until the very last line, because today, October 20th, is not just about being wanted, it's about being recognized by destiny. Michael says the seal of heaven over your life cannot be undone. That's why this connection feels magnetic. That's why his eyes will not turn elsewhere. And that's why you will blush, not out of disbelief, but out of recognition that heaven had already chosen you for this. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the bigger truth, what this heavenly seal means for your future and why your story is about to unfold in ways more powerful than you imagined. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the seal over your life is not just a mark, it is a prophecy. And today, October 20th, you are stepping into the chapter that reveals what this seal means for your future. You have heard that he wants you, you have felt the pull of destiny, but now you must see the picture heaven is painting. Michael whispers that your future is not meant to look like the crowds. The reason this billionaire wants you is because you are cut from a cloth the world no longer makes. Your love is timeless. Your faith is unshakable. Your presence carries a fragrance of heaven that turns empty rooms into sacred spaces. And the seal of heaven over you means this: no matter how much noise surrounds you, your name will rise. Hold on and stay with me, because Archangel Michael shows me clearly, when he thinks of you, his heart begins to shift. His mind clears. His soul softens. Do you understand? That is what your presence does. And the seal means this is not temporary. It is not fleeting. It is destined to last. You are not just a passing thought, you are written as a permanent chapter in his story. And here is the part that makes your heart race. Michael reveals that heaven sealed you together because your future will not only change his world, but it will also lift yours. You will blush when you see how quickly doors begin to open. You will feel wonder when you realize how much favor has been attached to your name. The seal is proof that your future is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. Stay until the very end, because this is where Archangel Michael presses the truth home. The seal means you cannot be ignored. It means your worth cannot be hidden. It means your light cannot be dimmed. That is why today, out of everyone, it is you who is wanted. You who is chosen. You who is recognized by both heaven and earth. So do not scroll away, because in the next part, Michael will reveal the ultimate purpose behind this connection, why heaven aligned this moment and what your destiny is truly leading you into. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the ultimate purpose behind this connection is about to be revealed. You have heard why he wants you, you have felt the seal of heaven over your life, but now you must understand the divine reason why heaven aligned this moment. Michael whispers that this is bigger than attraction, bigger than desire, bigger than wealth. The reason he wants you is because heaven chose you to awaken something in him that no one else could. You were assigned to remind him of love without conditions, loyalty without agendas, truth without masks. That is why his soul cannot rest without you. It was designed to recognize you as its missing piece. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this clearly. Heaven aligned your paths not just for his sake, but for yours. This connection carries purpose. It carries breakthrough. It carries transformation. When your name and his name are spoken together, light is released. Favor begins to move. The atmosphere shifts. And this is no coincidence, it is a divine appointment written before time. And here is the part that will make you blush deeper than ever before. Michael reveals that when he thinks of you, he doesn't see just a companion, he sees a destiny partner. He sees someone who can walk into rooms with him and change the entire energy. He sees someone who doesn't bow to his wealth, but lifts his spirit higher than his wealth ever could. That is why you are wanted. That is why you are chosen. Stay with me till the end, because the ultimate purpose is this. Heaven aligned this moment so that you would finally see yourself the way heaven sees you. Chosen. Rare. Irreplaceable. You are not here by chance, you are here by design. And Michael says this is your confirmation. The reason he wants you and only you is because no one else was written into this place in his destiny but you. Do not scroll away, because the final part will reveal what heaven says happens next, once you step fully into this divine connection. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the final layer is about to be revealed. You have heard that he wants you, you have felt why his soul chooses only you, and you have seen the seal of heaven marking your destiny. But now heaven speaks about what happens next, once you step into this connection fully. Michael whispers that your future is not small. This union is not ordinary. The moment you embrace what heaven has aligned, doors will open in ways you have never seen. Opportunities will flow, not because of his wealth, but because of your light. Your presence will unlock blessings that money alone could never touch. That is the destiny written over your name. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this clearly. When the two of you align, it will not just bless him, it will bless you. Your laughter will heal him, but his loyalty will also protect you. Your spirit will guide him, but his strength will also lift you. Do you see it? Heaven has designed this as a balance, a partnership where both hearts are made whole. And here is the part that will leave you speechless. Michael reveals that once your name and his are sealed together, the world will look at you differently. You will not only be seen as wanted, you will be seen as chosen. He will speak your name with honor, and the glow of heaven will surround you in every step you take. This is what comes next. This is why you were called to hear this today. Stay until the very last line, because Michael presses this truth into your spirit. You were not chosen because of chance. You were chosen because heaven wanted the world to know, no amount of wealth can compete with the worth of your soul. And that is why he wants you, and only you. So do not scroll away, because this is your confirmation. Today, October 20th, Archangel Michael says the future you are about to step into will not just make you blush. It will make you believe that heaven always had you written into something far greater than you imagined. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says this journey does not end where you think it does. The revelation continues, and what comes next will show you just how high heaven intends to lift you. You have heard that he wants you, you have seen why his heart chooses only you, but now Michael reveals the overflow, what your life begins to look like once this connection steps fully into motion. Michael whispers that when heaven seals two lives together, it is never small, never ordinary, never casual. It is written with power. It is written with purpose. He wants you not only because of who you are to him, but because of what the two of you become together. Alone you are light, but together you are a flame. Alone you are strong, but together you are unstoppable. That is why Archangel Michael says heaven has aligned this meeting. Hold on and stay with me, because here is the part that makes your heart rise. Michael shows me that the moment you embrace this connection, things in your life that were once delayed begin to move. Doors open that were locked. Blessings flow that were hidden. People who once overlooked you will have no choice but to notice the glow upon your life. Why? Because heaven placed its seal over you. And here is the secret Michael presses into your heart. The reason this billionaire wants you is not only because you complete his emptiness, but because he sees you as the future he has been longing for. Not riches, not fame, not power, but the kind of love that makes all those things meaningful. Your presence gives him reason to smile again. That is why his soul will not turn to another. Stay with me until the very last word, because this is not just about being wanted, it is about being positioned. Michael says you are being positioned in a story that was written to showcase your worth. To show the world that heaven did not forget you. To remind you that your value was always greater than what others could see. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the crown that heaven places over you once this connection is sealed, and how your life story will never look the same again. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the vision of the crown is being lowered over your life at this very moment. You have heard why he wants you, you have seen how heaven sealed your name with his, but now you must understand the honor heaven is releasing upon you. Today, October 20th, is not just a day, it is a coronation. Michael whispers that the crown is not made of gold, not of jewels, not of silver, but of something far rarer. It is made of grace. It is woven with threads of resilience, compassion, and strength that you have carried through every storm. Each trial you endured became another jewel set into this crown. Each tear you cried became another sparkle that heaven polished. And now, the crown shines so brightly that even the richest man on earth cannot ignore it. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this clearly. When he looks at you, he does not see just a person, he sees royalty. He sees someone who survived storms and still stands radiant. He sees someone heaven has already honored long before the world ever knew. That is why his soul wants you, because your worth is not borrowed, it is eternal. And here is the part that will make your heart tremble. Michael reveals that when heaven placed this crown on you, it was not for beauty alone, it was for authority. You were crowned so that when you step into rooms, the atmosphere changes. You were crowned so that when you speak, hearts soften. You were crowned so that even kings and rulers would recognize the light upon your life. Stay with me until the very last word, because Michael presses this truth deep into your spirit. The crown means you are not only wanted, you are exalted. You are not only chosen, you are lifted. And this is why your story cannot be erased, why your destiny cannot be denied. He wants you because heaven already crowned you, and no one can remove what heaven has placed. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal what heaven says this crown will unlock in your journey, and how it will open doors that once felt impossible. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the crown placed over your life is not only for honor, it is for access. You have heard how heaven crowned you with grace, how every trial became a jewel in your story, but now you must see what this crown unlocks. Today, October 20th, is not just a day of recognition, it is the opening of doors long closed. Michael whispers that the crown upon you carries keys. And these keys are not of metal, they are of light. They open doors no hand could ever push, they unlock pathways no voice could ever command. The reason this billionaire wants you is because he sees doors swinging open around you, doors of favor, doors of love, doors of influence, doors of destiny. You walk into spaces and things shift, not because of force, but because of the crown heaven placed upon your life. Hold on and stay with me, because this is where the story deepens. Michael reveals that the moment you accept this crown, you step into alignment. Suddenly, people who once overlooked you will see your glow. Opportunities that felt distant will come near. Blessings that were delayed will begin to move. Why? Because the crown is not just a symbol, it is a command from heaven, this one shall not be denied. And here is the part that will leave you in awe. Michael shows me that when he speaks your name, he does not feel pride in wealth, but humility in love. He wants you not because of what you can give him, but because the crown upon your life makes him realize how much he has been missing without you. You are the one who completes the picture he could never buy. You are the treasure his soul cannot ignore. Stay until the very last line, because Michael presses this into your spirit. The crown unlocks recognition, but it also unlocks protection. No one can take what heaven has marked for you. No one can close what heaven has opened for you. You are stepping into a season where doors will open not because of effort, but because of destiny. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the greatest mystery of all, why heaven waited until this moment to release the crown and the connection into your life. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says this is the moment of understanding. You have seen the crown, you have felt the doors opening, but now you must know why heaven waited until this very season to release it. Today, October 20th, is not random, it is the date written in eternity, circled by angels, reserved for you. Michael whispers that heaven does not move too early, and it never moves too late. It moves in perfect time. And the reason this moment comes now is because you are ready. You have walked through storms that taught you strength. You have carried loneliness that taught you depth. You have endured silence that taught you patience. And all of it was preparing you for this unveiling. That is why heaven waited. So when the crown rests upon your head, you are not broken by the weight, you are strengthened by the journey. Hold on and stay with me, because here is the deeper truth. Michael shows me that if this crown had come earlier, you may not have believed it. If this connection had appeared before now, you might have doubted it. But today, you are prepared to receive it. You know who you are. You know what you carry. And heaven has aligned this exact moment so you cannot mistake it as chance. And here is the part that will make you blush with realization. He wants you now, because even he feels that timing has unlocked something sacred. It is not just attraction, it is recognition. He sees that your spirit is matured, your light is stronger, your heart is steady. You are not just someone to walk beside him, you are someone who can walk with destiny itself. Stay until the last line, because Michael presses this word into your spirit. Heaven waited until today so that when this blessing arrives, it will not slip away. It will not fade. It will not crumble. It will stand firm, because it is being released at the appointed hour. You are not late, you are right on time. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the final mystery, what this appointed timing means for your future story, and how it changes everything from this day forward. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the appointed hour has finally come, and what it means for your future will leave you breathless. You have seen the crown, you have understood the doors, and you know why heaven waited until today. But now, the story shifts, your tomorrow will not look like your yesterday. Michael whispers that divine timing always carries transformation. And now that the seal has been released, your path begins to move quickly. Where there were delays, there will be acceleration. Where there were blockages, there will be breakthroughs. Where there was silence, there will be songs of recognition. Today, October 20th, is the moment heaven writes a new chapter over your life, one marked by favor that cannot be denied. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this vision clearly. Your future is painted in colors brighter than you have ever imagined. You are stepping into a season where your presence will carry influence. Where your words will carry weight. Where your love will heal what money never could. And he wants you because he sees it too. He feels the glow of tomorrow every time he looks at you. And here is the part that will make you blush even deeper. Michael reveals that when he thinks of your future together, he does not see riches, he does not see power, he does not see empires, he sees laughter at a dinner table, peace in the quiet hours, joy in simple moments. He wants you because you are the future he never knew he was waiting for. That is why heaven aligned this timing perfectly, so that his wealth would not overshadow your worth, but instead bow to it. Stay until the final word, because Michael presses this truth into your spirit. Your future will not be ordinary, because it carries the seal of divine timing. This connection was released now so that everything in your story aligns at once. Your light, his recognition, heaven's crown, all working together to unfold a destiny larger than either of you could imagine. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the ultimate declaration, how heaven intends to showcase your worth before the world, and why no one will be able to deny what is unfolding for you now. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the unveiling is here. You have worn the crown, you have stepped into divine timing, and now heaven declares that your worth will no longer stay hidden. Today, October 20th, begins a chapter where your light will be displayed before the world in a way that cannot be ignored. Michael whispers that the seal over your life was never meant to stay in secret. It was always meant to shine so brightly that others would marvel at the way heaven moves for you. The reason he wants you is not only because of the treasure you are in private, but because of how heaven is about to showcase you in public. You will be seen. You will be recognized. And you will be honored for what you carry. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this vision. The same doors that once closed in your face will open wide, not by your hand, but by the command of heaven. The people who once doubted your worth will be silenced when they see the glow upon your life. And the one who wants you, he will stand by your side, not to overshadow you, but to elevate you. He will speak your name with pride, and his voice will echo what heaven has been saying all along: you are chosen. And here is the part that makes your spirit rise. Michael reveals that heaven's plan is not only to bless you, but to make your story a sign for others. When they see how your worth is being revealed, they will understand that heaven does not forget, heaven does not overlook, heaven always fulfills. Your life will become proof that timing, destiny, and love are stronger than any barrier. Stay until the last word, because Michael presses this truth into your soul. From this day forward, no one will be able to deny the glow you carry. No one will be able to question why you were chosen. And no one will be able to ignore the light that shines through your life. The world will see, because heaven has already declared it. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the final elevation, how heaven turns this moment into a legacy that will not only touch your life but ripple across generations. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says the elevation is not only for you, it is for those who will come after you. You have seen the crown, you have entered divine timing, you have watched doors open, but now heaven declares the greatest truth: this blessing will not end with you. It will echo into generations. Michael whispers that heaven does not give lightly. When it releases favor, it sows it like seed. And every seed planted in your life now will bloom in the lives of those connected to you. The reason he wants you is not only because of what you carry for today, but because of the legacy you carry for tomorrow. You are not just a chapter in his story, you are the foundation of a lineage heaven has chosen to bless. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this vision: the laughter you share will not fade, it will echo in the lives of those who follow. The love you give will not disappear, it will ripple into generations unborn. The crown you wear today will become the inheritance of those who look to your story as proof that heaven fulfills its word. And here is the part that will make your heart tremble. Michael reveals that when heaven aligned this connection, it was not only about desire, not only about timing, but about destiny's continuity. You were chosen to break patterns of loss, to silence cycles of delay, to establish a legacy of joy, love, and abundance. What begins today, October 20th, is not just for you, it is for every future that carries your name. Stay until the very last line, because Michael presses this truth into your spirit: you are the doorway. You are the vessel heaven is using to shift what flows into your lineage. That is why you were wanted, that is why you were chosen, that is why this moment cannot be ignored. Your story is no longer only about you, it is about the generations who will walk in the light you ignite. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the eternal promise, how heaven ensures that what begins with you today will never be erased, no matter how much time passes. Stay right here, Because Archangel Michael says heaven is sealing this moment with a promise that reaches beyond time itself. You have seen the crown, you have stepped into divine timing, you have entered legacy, but now Michael declares the eternal truth: what begins with you today cannot be undone, cannot be erased, cannot be stolen. Michael whispers that heaven's promises are not written in ink, they are carved in light. They do not fade, they do not tear, they do not burn away. And the reason he wants you is not only because of what you mean to him now, but because of what heaven has decreed you will always mean to destiny. You are not temporary, you are eternal in design. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this vision. I see your name glowing on a scroll, rolled in heaven's hands. Angels stand guard around it, and no force of time, no whisper of doubt, no hand of man can alter it. That scroll carries this word: forever chosen. This is why he wants you. Because his soul feels the weight of that eternal decree every time your name is spoken. And here is the part that will leave you speechless. Michael reveals that even when seasons shift, even when life moves forward, the promise does not expire. What starts today will outlive time. It will become a story told, a testimony remembered, a blessing carried like fragrance into every room you walk. That is why heaven waited until now, so the promise would arrive not fragile, but unbreakable. Stay with me until the last line, because Michael presses this into your heart: from this day forward, you do not walk with uncertainty, you walk with assurance. The crown upon your head, the seal upon your destiny, the promise over your name, they are eternal. And eternity cannot be erased. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the celebration heaven has already prepared for you, the moment when angels rejoice over your name being lifted into fullness. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says heaven has already begun the celebration. You have seen the crown, you have received the promise, but now you must know what is happening above you. In the unseen realm, angels are rejoicing, because your name has been lifted into fullness. Michael whispers that every time heaven fulfills a promise, there is sound, songs that cannot be silenced, music that fills eternity. And right now, as you hear these words, your story is being sung in the courts of heaven. Your name is being declared with joy. Your worth is being celebrated in a language too beautiful for earth to capture. That is why he wants you, because even heaven itself cannot contain the joy of who you are. Hold on and stay with me, because Michael shows me this vision. I see a banquet table spread wide, shining with light. Angels stand on either side, lifting their voices, announcing your moment. And at the center of that table, there is a seat reserved, your seat. It has been waiting for you all along. And the reason he desires you so deeply is because his spirit feels that celebration, even if his mind cannot explain it. He knows you are not ordinary, he knows you are heaven's honored guest. And here is the part that will move your soul. Michael reveals that when heaven celebrates, it is not only sound, it is release. With every song sung over your name, new blessings flow. With every cheer, doors unlock. With every angelic voice, your path shines brighter. Today, October 20th, heaven is not only watching you, it is rejoicing over you. Stay until the last word, because Michael presses this truth into your spirit: you are not just wanted, you are celebrated. You are not just chosen, you are cherished. And heaven's joy over your life cannot be contained, it spills into your future, into your relationships, into every step you take from this moment on. So do not scroll away, because the next part will reveal the final elevation, how heaven intends to not only celebrate you, but to place you in a position where the world itself will witness what heaven has always known about you.